We're friggin' nobodies. We're Jacob and Noah. We're friggin' nobodies. Welcome to our show. We're friggin' nobodies. We don't know much. We're friggin' nobodies. We're old and out of touch.
Okay, we're doing this?
We're doing it. Good day.
Oh, hey, we're on.
We're
Hi.
friggin' nobodies.
Yeah. You know who I am. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Noel.
I'm messing with you. He's Jacob.
He's Noel.
It's true.
So this episode is about what the hell are we doing? Why are we making these episodes?
That's the title that I have.
I don't have anything written down, so I'm going to say this a little bit first.
This is going to go well.
If it's
because
okay. Sorry, I talk over him a lot. And
God,
I just want you to know that I'm very sorry that I do that all the time.
It is one of the things that we are doing. So this was a topic that came up pretty quick, and I literally tried 3 times to write this.
I didn't need to write anything. I
know.
have things to say
and I
about this
erased
already.
it 3 times because the specifics were kind of beyond me.
I have some things I want to say about algorithms and whatnot. But anyways,
Oh no, that was a detail that was bugging me.
Noel's going to read his bit.
So
But why
this is
the
a
hell are we
broad
doing
overview.
this? Why would we film this at all? What do we expect out of it? Not much. But nonetheless,
And we're getting it. Target achieved.
yeah, well, I think it started to rain. If you hear some rain, it's because it's raining.
It's me.
We're in a
I paid
garage.
$50 extra to the weatherman to get the rain tonight.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice job.
All right, so the topic today is what the hell are we doing? And I wrote this.
Okay.
So Jeepers. I tried a couple times to start this one, and I'm still not sure of the specifics. So I'm just going to jump into the general notion. What are we doing? The short answer is whatever flits across our easily agitated minds, as long as it's entertaining or relevant enough to put in a little effort and see it come to fruition. The longer answer has more to do with friendship and a mutual interest in creation. I have very little practical follow-through for artistic endeavors, for most things in life, really. And I think the same can be said of this guy. Although I don't think the laissez-faire runs as deep with him. But together, we have the discipline of a regular man with a moderate interest in creating things, which is amazing. That's what you get when you work together out there, so pay attention. The two of us have been squabbling with one another for nearly 4 decades, not on a malice, but more a foil to better understand ourselves and our relation to the world around us. No, it's not that. It's never that.
It's something.
It's probably that. That sort of nonsense covers a lot of ground, whether it's media, politics, philosophy, or personal experience. Eventually, either the source material runs out, or the means to decipher that source material hits the hard limits of our intellectual ability. And that brings us to right here. Once you've exhausted your information or heard so many stories that they no longer hold a lesson, you really have no choice but to create your own. So I suppose that's what the hell we're doing. In addition to this, I think there's a deep satisfaction that comes with committing your thoughts, or your efforts, or your what have you, into a more permanent medium than the blob of thoughts between your ears, especially when it's the two of us, because we are so damn good at this.
Wow.
I didn't think we would be, but we're knocking it out the block. We have 72 subscribers.
72? Yeah.
Is it that?
Yeah, 72. I got Ollie's dad subscribed just today.
No kidding.
Shout out to Jay and his whole family.
I don't know you, Jay, but
Great
hi.
family. Anyways, we're talking about the AI
Yes,
thing.
the what we were doing, like that. There was a fellow who showed up on our site and put a comment that I think was LOL. What the hell is this channel?
Yeah, yeah.
And a smiley face, maybe, I don't know. And that's my favorite comment, I think, because it's perfect. We're doing whatever jumps into our head.
Yeah. So
Until we lose interest and find something else to jump into our head.
I'll say this about it. We're not interested in, doing a Danny Sapko, Charles Berthoud thing. Oh, talk about bass every week and it's always about bass. We're not interested in
Oh, I know
talking.
that guy.
Davey 504 is the
Yeah.
one you'd probably like, but there's a bunch of them.
No, I stumbled across him by accident.
So there's-
I don't even
there's-
play bass.
I watch the various music channels sometimes, and they're okay. Some people watch ones about, like my buddy Bill at work. He watches How Do They Make That or something like
Yeah.
that. So there's these channels that are hyper focused on something, and that's probably a good idea because then you build up a following of people who are interested in that topic.
You get locked into it. Though.
We're never going to do that.
No.
We're not interested in that. We could do one on music one week, one on God the next week, one on politics another week. We don't have that kind of focus.
Eventually, the No Rust company is going to run out of money, and we're going to stop putting trailers up.
I hope not.
It'd be nice.
But we'll see. I got a year's subscription. Will I do it again next year? I don't know. But And the other thing is, we're not going to chase algorithms either. So if we have success, like with the "Is it time for a violent revolution?" was our biggest success yet, because it's a catchy title. Who doesn't want to click on a video that asks that question?
The tags are, they drew a lot of people in. I'm sure.
I'd put some stupid tags in there, but the tags, I would never put tags in if they're not appropriate. So I put tags in there that were MAGA and woke and all these opposed things, various factions that are interested in this revolution thing. I won't do that for this video. Well, maybe now that I said it, who knows? But I won't do it for other videos. I put in the ones that are relevant to that video. So I'm not chasing the algorithm, and I'm never going to do that because I'm not interested in that. He's not interested in that. We're interested in doing whatever the hell we feel like doing that week.
I thought you were going to sell me out and go, he's the one interested in that.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. My heart jumped up.
We may stumble on a hot button issue once in a while and talk about that, and people get excited about that. So we'll get a few more people viewing it. Not many, not the hundreds of thousands that, sore hands or whoever gets.
And if you are interested, next week's topic is hot buttons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we both worked in industry.
This.
Sometimes you get a feedback. I've seen some nasty button burns.
I haven't agreed on this. So we're definitely not going to be doing that. And if one week we have a bunch of new subscribers and viewers, and the next week we do something that nobody's interested in, we're just going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
We're not going to change our course all of a sudden and be like, ooh, that went really well. We should do more of those. Matter of fact, we're somewhat inclined to do the opposite.
More him. I just like doing things.
I remember when Ween put out Chocolate and Cheese. And around that time, Beck put out Mellow Gold. And then I heard people in the music business saying, oh, this is Ween's chance at their big success.
Yeah.
He
was
mentioned
that Voodoo Lady?
It had Voodoo Lady on it. Beck had mentioned Ween, and they're like, oh, Ween could sort of take a role like that. They could become the next big thing. And instead, what did they do? They put out 12 Golden Country Greats. At a time when those types of fan bases would frequently say, and I remember this sentence, you might as well, I like all kinds of music except country.
Yes.
It was a popular phrase at the time. And so that's what they did at that moment. I have a bit of that in me. I can't help it. Now,
We accused him of being a contrarian. His dad, his brother, myself.
Possible situation.
And he denied it. He said, no way.
What I said, actually.
Exactly what...
Is that it's a horrible thing to say to somebody, because you can deny it, which makes you one. You can agree with it, which makes you one. There's nowhere to go when someone tells you that. You're like, well, I'll have to just change the topic, I guess.
Nobody deserves it more than contrarians. The worst kind of people.
So we're not going to chase the algorithm. We may chase the algorithm at times. But I don't think we would shy away from a topic just because it was a popular topic.
No, I don't think so.
If we wanted to talk about it, we would.
The violent revolution one.
It's a thing we talk about.
It's a thing we talk about, and in all honesty, it weighs on my mind. But I'm an old man, and I'm not unreasonable.
We actually got a little drunk after the episode was filmed, and I think we had an even better conversation, but you're never going to see that.
Yeah, there were some rude things said.
Well, we also didn't record it.
Yeah. The machete came out only once, and that was during the filming. It didn't come out. Sometimes
these conversations happen long after the filming. We don't always keep drinking, but that night we did.
Yeah.
And it went on a long time.
It was an okay night.
And I thought even, partway through the conversation, I think I said to you, man, we should do a part 2, because there's a lot more to say, obviously.
Yes.
And then we saw how well it did, and we're like, yeah, we're just not doing a part 2. I don't want to be known as the revolution guy all of a sudden.
Yeah, especially with that bayonet waving around.
It's horrible.
No, that would be terrible. It would be. Yeah, getting pinned down to one thing must be exhausting.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. Like, I would like to do one on why are video games art. I'm not so sure they are. But I'm kind of think they're not, actually. You may agree with me. I don't know. I play them.
No.
I don't have a problem with that. But that's a topic I may want to cover one day. We may cover songwriters. We may cover... but that's what we're doing. We're two old friends who love talking.
To do one on middle management. Because I heard a quote from Sam Altman, that OpenAI dude.
Yeah.
And he said something that I thought was completely...
Oh, we have more to say about AI, too, actually.
He had something to say that was so completely tone deaf that
the money circle between, was it NVIDIA?
Why would you ever say this? He said, AI is going to take a lot of jobs, but if AI takes your job, was it ever a real job to begin with?
That's a stupid thing to say.
And that's what I thought at first. I thought, dude, you're so tone deaf. But I remember myself for years looking at every middle manager I ever worked with thinking, you're just working so hard to make this job relevant and worthwhile, and it's not a real job. Same with realtors. There's a whole world of people that have inserted their job into the decent flow.
Because we need to give people something to do.
Well, there's that.
And we need to distribute some cash.
But the people...
And we need to keep society functioning.
Yeah, that's
people are going to have useless jobs.
Level. The people doing it to justify their job, that's different than...
Oh, they're trapped inside the circle. They can't see what's spinning it from the outside necessarily. Some of them might.
Part of me saw what he said and went, that's disgusting. Another part went, damn it, there's truth in there and that's going to hurt.
Sure, there's truth in there.
Someone's going to twist that.
But the thing is, you can't... Anyways, I don't want to turn it all into this kind of conversation.
No, that's for a different episode. This episode is, but what the hell we're doing.
Yeah, what the hell are we doing?
And this is what we're doing.
Yeah, this is what we're doing. We're also making trailers.
We're not. We're just getting them from No Rust Company.
I disagree with one of the things you said in your write-up. You say we don't have any follow-through. I have follow-through. I don't always put in all the work to make it perfect.
I also have follow-through, but...
I have the kind of follow-through where I'm like, good enough, I'm releasing it to the wild now. And I just assume people can fill in the blanks. So if you were to go over to my other channel where I do songs... you'll see I frequently record just me with acoustic guitar doing a rough version. I can't sing that well. I can only play okay. And I put out the song. And in my mind, I think that's a great song. Anyone who knows how to listen will hear it and be able to fill in what it should sound like. Because good enough version, right? And so I have that kind of follow through. Where I don't polish a stone. I'm like, okay, that looks roughly like what it's supposed to be. There you go. See, this is what I'm going for. Close enough.
And my follow-through goes in...
I don't know if that's follow-through, but it's kind of...
It goes in fits and starts. I have 100 ideas. I start 4 of them. 1 might get finished. And I do decent work when I do follow through.
Yeah.
Like in terms of polishing a stone, there's that fist thing up there.
Oh.
But I made that for my buddy Jacob.
But you may get the reference, you may not.
And you wouldn't because it's the wrong thing.
It's the wrong thing, but you may still get the reference anyways.
Yeah, so carved that out of a block of wood because it was something we mutually liked. Gave it to him. He said, thank you very much. And realized that...
I mentioned it wasn't quite right, but
I'd carved the wrong thing entirely. So that's the kind of follow-through I have.
It's preposterous.
Yeah, it is preposterous.
Call back to last episode if you know what the preposterous is. So that's what we're doing. We're making double-thumbed fists. We're chatting about nonsense. We're writing songs. We're making videos. We're getting sponsors who make commercials for us to put into our episodes.
Yeah, I'd forgotten who the sponsor was for this.
What the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, we could pick any old sponsor we want. There's a whole list of them.
We've got a list. We've got so many sponsors.
Someone will pop up and sponsor this.
Which is shouldn't be discouraging for any potential sponsors out there to give us money to show up on this. And
like if Tricycle Beer wants to sponsor us, I would gladly take some Tricycle Beers.
I drink a lot of these Sleeman 2.0.
He's worried about his weight.
No.
Something.
I like that they're 4%.
These are 3.5.
Yeah, but it's twice the size.
It is twice the size, but I drink less of them. Anyway, so this is what we're doing, just nonsense.
That will not be an episode.
Because we were going to hang out anyways, and we're going to talk anyways. The other thing we're kind of doing is leaving a record. Now, I'm not going to be pompous about this. Yeah. Not a record for future universities to teach courses on us or something.
Future
like
philosophers, not universities.
But like one day I'll die and my kids might think, "Oh, what the hell was Dad doing in the garage?" Or they might want to hear my opinion on some things, and they can hear that. So there's the family record kind of thing. There's also our record.
Yeah,
we love sniffing our own farts. So once in a while, I'll go back and watch these episodes and think, "Oh, that's fun. I remember that evening."
And it's tough because I tell people that I first meet, usually about 80% of the stuff that comes out of my face, you can ignore. It's worthless. And so when people come back to me and tell me things that I've said that have stuck with them, and I don't remember.
Sometimes you're embarrassed.
Yeah, sometimes I'm embarrassed.
I said that.
It's like, that's definitely something that I would say. Other times I'm fascinated. Like, I said that? That's not terrible. One of the things that was terrible, a buddy of mine, apparently I told him at one point, yeah, I kind of hope I win the lottery, like a big one, so I can give all of my friends $1 million and not feel guilty when I never talk to them again. I don't remember saying that.
It's something you would say.
I know. I heard I thought, it's kind of funny, but it's horrible, and I would have said something like that.
They're like the germs of ideas. Inside of there is a good comedy bit. It's not a good comedy bit on its own. You're not going to entertain a theater on your own with that.
It's a half-polished stone.
Yeah, somebody could take that and do something with it. So that's partly what we're doing as well. And it's not just the recording this, listen to it again. I watch the trailers over and over again. Matter of fact, when we make one, we tend to watch all the ones we made before.
Yeah.
Eventually that will become...
problematic.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Too many beers, too much time.
It'll be too many of them after a while. But the thing is, if you listen to... We had a project before called The Wildcats, which we will never, ever, ever release.
Nope, I wasn't in that project.
But if we listen to these old songs, and we would just sit around and get drunk and write songs together and record them, and if we listen to them years later, it brings you back to that night in a way that no photo ever could. And the trailers do that too, in a way. I'll watch these trailers, or Noel and I will watch them together, and I get brought back to the night and the camaraderie we had that evening in a way that a picture or even a video like this could never do. You could watch a video of us doing those exact things. It's not going to bring you back in the same way. It's a different kind of time capsule.
The Broken Rain one, when we watched that long Canelo fight.
Yeah.
And we had a buddy of ours come in to help us with the voice work. He got one line out. He couldn't do it. He was so drunk. He sat there with his head between his knees. We laughed so hard that night.
I love Horsey Man.
It was a 4-hour fight set.
Yeah. The fight went on really long, and we only had about 2 hours to get the trailer done, and we just ripped it out.
Ridiculous time. Yeah. I love watching it.
Yeah, it turned out a lot better than it should have, considering we had no time to get... We didn't bother trying to line up the word. We don't bother lining up the words to the mouth movements that much anyways, but we definitely didn't even try that night because we had no time to do it.
And the few ideas I had going in when doing the video for it, they were gone. Gone. Great night. A lot of fun.
So that's partly what's going on too, creating a time capsule for ourselves to sniff our own farts. Now, if other people enjoy it...
That's a bonus.
That's a bonus for sure. Now, we've even talked, Noel says, I don't even care if it makes any money or if we ever get any success with it.
I really don't.
I sort of agree, but I would like that. You know, I would like to not have to work and look for a new job and all these things. I don't want to have to deal with that part of my life. If we could just do this on a regular basis, like if we did this every day instead of working, that would be preferable for me. So I care that much.
Yeah.
Not so much that I'm going to put all my heart and soul into it or anything like that.
I honestly wouldn't want to do it every day.
I probably wouldn't, but I would prefer it over work.
Yeah, that would be much better.
I got to go to work anyways. If I was doing this instead, that would be better.
It would be great to just have to hang around for 8 hours. Because I know that at some point I could tell you, hey, I'm going to go sit over there by myself.
Well, we would never have to do it every day.
Yeah.
If we spend 8 hours, we could crank out like 10 of these things to be done for a week.
Oh, the quality would go way down.
It may.
We put our heart and soul into these episodes.
So we don't. Like last episode, we did one about debate. I had a whole page, and I wrote that whole page because Noel said, I'm going to be over at 7, and I was busy all day. And then all of a sudden it was about 5:30 or something like that. And I thought, oh my God, I haven't done anything yet. I have to write that page on debate. And I thought it was a pretty good write-up, honestly. I thought I did a pretty good job. I was so proud. I wanted to read it to Natalia afterwards. She didn't want to hear it.
No.
But nonetheless, I whipped that thing out in as long as it takes to read, literally. And I frequently do. Because much like I say in that episode,
was mine.
he didn't do much on that one.
I was done by about 4 o'clock, and then I was cold, so I went and laid in bed for a bit to try to warm up, and then I accidentally fell asleep.
Responsibilities here and there. Yeah, we flipped the responsibilities. Nonetheless, so they're pretty much off the cuff. But the thing is off the cuff in the sense that these aren't things we haven't thought about before. No. Like if afterwards we hang out for 4 hours drinking and talking, we're going to talk over a bunch of topics, and throughout the evening we'll say, that's something we should do. We have a lot to say on that topic.
And we've been doing this for 40 years. We've been mentally preparing, pursuing more than preparing, but mentally training ourselves for this moment.
Well, when we hang out, we don't just sit around watching hockey games and movies. We've done some of that.
Not much of it.
But mostly what we do is we just talk. Yeah. And we can talk for hours.
It's embarrassing.
It's pretty bad. I can talk over people, and I can also listen.
I've seen it.
I'm not always as good at listening as I should be.
I'm not. I'm so good at tuning things out, waiting for my turn to talk. Ooh, just a pro.
It's that Brian Regan thing of somebody's. You know, I had 2 wisdom teeth removed, and there's a 4 wisdom teeth guy in the room somewhere. Just but I had this. And that's a lot of people have that problem. As soon as someone says something, they have a superior complaint, and they're just waiting to get it out of them. I've done it. He's done it. You've done it. It's
You do
just
it more
a
than
thing
we
that
do.
we all do.
We're actually really great listeners.
But being aware of it does help.
It does. Because then you can say you're a hypocrite.
Well, I've watched some of these and I thought, God damn it, Jacob, shut the hell up and let Noel speak. Stop talking over him. And I still do it.
I will say this, it's very peculiar to watch yourself, because I've noticed if I don't have a thought in my head and I have to think, the first thing I do is look around the room like I'm lost. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see the awkward pauses. And that's the other thing we do. We don't edit those out. You'll see a lot of YouTube videos where the person talks, they make their point, edit. They make their next point, edit. They make their next point, and the edits are fast and furious.
It's infuriating.
We have the awkward pauses. We leave them in. We sometimes don't know what to say. We roll with that.
I've got a whole bag of awkward pauses right here that I'm willing to insert into our conversations just to make sure we have more.
If there's a flicker once in a while, it's because my camera sucks and it's falling apart. It's not because we've put them in. We don't edit these. And when we do edit them, it's because something happened and we had
every
to.
time we lean forward, it's because a screen is timed out and we never bothered to fix it. In 5 months, we've never bothered to fix it.
Do this.
That's the kind of professionalism and dedication to craft that you can expect.
Because I get so irritated with the videos with all the edits. I'm thinking, well, what the hell's going on in between? Has he scripted all this out? It sounds like he's talking naturally, but there's edits every 5 seconds. This can't be real. And it bugs me. And it's just not how conversation works.
No.
It's not how listening works. I find that information disappears very, very, very quickly if you're doing that, because things are coming at you too rapid fire. And I want what we say to stick.
That wasn't convincing me. I saw it from the side. No matter how you look at a train wreck, it's still a train wreck, man.
Nonetheless, we're at 21 something
so
here.
what are we doing? This is what we're doing.
Minus the sponsor, who is a mystery. You'll see.
Yeah, we didn't really know what we were doing
Maybe
when
the
we started.
sponsor will be mystery. I love mystery.
Is mystery on our list?
Mystery. It's okay to not know everything.
I don't know.
It's a mystery. We don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Anyways, love you guys. That's over 20 minutes, so we're done.
Yeah, that's more than enough to figure out what
Rock and roll. Be good.